There's a lot of background noise. I might put on my headset.
What's that noise?
What's that noise?
It sounds like a strong heavy vehicle.
I think you're right about that.
I love you.
I love you.
Well, you're gonna get ready to play Quidditch.
Then we could wear green. I'm thinking of making a video and then making you breakfast, yeah?
What are you making a video of?
Just me.
I love you.
I love you. Let's see if this works better. We'll find out. Last night I had like an exorcism of sorts. A lot of energy coming through. And more of a call to distract less and sit more with what's coming through in my body. It came about because of, even while distracting, I would just close my eyes for a moment and drop in based on the talks that I was listening to. And sometimes that's enough to break through, to remember yourself. So this is me taking a break from work and giving my body a moment. And all the sounds in the background can be what is part of me and what is literally resonating in my body. So it's okay to take everything in and let it resonate. Taking in any thoughts as felt welcoming without going on the ride of the story they're creating. There are pains in my body from some of what was coming through last night. Welcoming those pains as part of the sensationscape. Soundscape, sensationscape. And allowing either just the breath or attention to land there and to take in everything all at once without needing to be overwhelmed by any one part or the sum of all the parts of what's coming in. As I'm resting, I'm feeling a tingling in my knees. I can feel my lower back and the pain in my neck, shoulder. The soundscape of construction outside. Which seems most external, all the way through to the subtle ringing in my ears, which can be felt as most internal. All is accepted. And mixed with the sensation of breath moving through my body. as thoughts arise of what else to say, I can map them where they felt. Sometimes I'll say something, and sometimes there's no need to give words to what's moving in my mind. It's okay to incorporate that motion as part of the overall stillness that holds everything. Recall last night as things were moving through. A lot of it was to put down more the grasping for something to stick around or someone to stick around. And in that context, what does love look like? That love is the full acceptance of being with someone, without taking anything, but just having my heart open to their presence and their expression, whatever it is, fully resonant. And I realized even more viscerally that there is no one to claim that. There's no gratification there. There's no win. In true love, there is no win. There can be gratitude and resonance, but nothing is claimed, and there's not even anything to celebrate, because the celebration would be over getting something that I've wanted, and that kind of taints the clarity and the waters of the true acceptance of whatever's there or whoever's there. It's almost a heartbreak. And at the same time, it's so joyous. There's a rejoicing of the full letting go of having anything other than exactly what is expressing in that moment. And the safety of being seen in that way by someone else is unparalleled. And it's worth all of the giving up of holding anything. And the more that I sit with myself, I can practice that. Cherishing what arises here when I'm just sitting with myself. And accepting that there is something to someone being there, because the nervous system, there's a co-regulation and nurturing. That it's okay not to bypass that humanity. I'm noticing some comments. Let's see. It's nice when people say hi. So I'm going to give myself maybe a few more minutes to just sit and allow, kind of ask internally what else wants to be heard, or what else wants to come through and be felt. I don't know what might happen. Sometimes there are physical things that happen, like my hands or arms move in certain ways. Sometimes there are twists that happen, like energy that's used to be peripheral that is now centered in the spine and really finding itself in my body. And oftentimes it feels like old energies that have been suppressed, that are almost wringing themselves out through a twist of the spine. And sometimes it's just stillness. Sometimes there's sensation in the lower body, like the lower back and the abdomen, that then finds its way up through the breath. Through the heart. Through the crown. Sometimes it fills the body through that channel. Sometimes light and sometimes heavy. Sometimes like a smoke. That turns into something bigger. And sometimes like a clear flow that blooms into something wider. There's also something about leaving that when I found when I felt more in tune, there was a full acceptance of what's there, but then also a full listening to when it's time to go. I think I'm walking up to It's nice to have people joining and saying hi. And if you're watching after this is posted, hi to you as well. And thanks for being with me. There's something about being seen and not attending to those who see me, allowing myself to be held. Without the reaching out. And I appreciate you being part of that. Any pain in my shoulders, now climbing. I think I'm going to pull out some tools to help me work that out off camera.